Hey YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
And tonight we're talking about the Outpost.
From last week.
Yes.
Season 4, episode 7. The Power of the Masters.
It was pretty good episode.
It was pretty good.
I remember enjoying it a lot. We watched it like a day or so ago. Like 2 days, maybe.
Yeah. Felicista's dead!
Yes. I am sad.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Wicked witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. I am sad though that she died.
Yeah.
Because I liked the idea of the character. And I wanted her to
And now
learn from
Tobin
her
has
ways.
no one. He was brought back to life for nothing!
Yeah.
Literally!
Yeah.
He lost Gwen, then freaking Felista brings him back from the dead.
Yeah.
Literally. And then Felista dies, giving up her Kinjs to the gods.
Yeah.
So he has no one.
Yep. His life is pointless.
I mean, he still is technically the king, but
right. He's probably gonna relinquish it to like Talon.
Yeah, she's not gonna take it.
I think she'll end up taking it because Tobin is in no position. I mean, he has more claim to it than she does. Obviously.
Or Ren. Ren might take it.
No. It has to be someone that can forge the gap, that can, keep the gap from spreading between humans and Blackbloods, and that would be Tobin or Talon. And Tobin doesn't want it. He's never wanted to be king. He's wanted it less than...
He only did it with Gwen because he loved Gwen.
Right. And then he only actually became king with Felista because, he loved Felista.
And because she basically made him.
Yeah. I mean, technically, they oathed together till death do us part. Death did thee part. You were not bound to that bitch after you came back to life.
Nope. She considered herself still bound to him.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I think I just get I think for me, I understand, if somebody dies and we don't see don't see it, they can bring them back. And that's totally something that's done all the time. But, when the person actually dies and they're dead, let them be dead, damn it.
Yeah.
Don't bring them back from the freaking dead.
Yeah.
You are not God.
You did that once already?
Look at what happened when you did it to Buffy!
Yeah. But, I mean, we got
I know that was a great season.
Kendall,
okay.
And then Faith out of it.
Kendall.
Wasn't that her name?
Whose name?
The Black Slayer with Pointy the stick.
Oh, I don't even remember.
I'm assuming it was Kendall because that's what keeps popping in my mind.
I mean, mind you, it was a great season. Season 6 is one of my favorite seasons of Buffy.
Gots to love the Faith.
But I was pissed when they brought her back. Specifically at Willow. But, yeah. And then with freaking Supernatural. I mean, come on.
I mean, that I kind of
They
understand.
literally did an episode about what is dead needs to stay dead.
Wasn't that the title?
Yes! And, they freaking bring back everybody all the time!
Yeah. What is dead stays dead? Wasn't that the title?
Something like that. It was, season 2 or season 3. I don't remember. There's 15 freaking seasons. But, you know what I mean. It's one thing when it's like a superhero thing or like a sci-fi show, and like we don't actually see them die, so there's the possibility of that character coming back in some way.
Mm-hmm.
But when we know that they are dead, just let them rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Buffy didn't want to come back.
Nope. She gave herself up as a gift. That's why it was called The Gift.
She was the hero.
Yes.
She sacrificed herself.
For herself.
Like, she was in heaven. She was happy. They had to freaking bring her back because they were selfish. Because they wanted her back and they missed her. Well, I'm sorry, but she's dead. You need to move on. Yeah. Like, Ballista needed to move on from Tobin too.
Yeah. We already watched Tobin die and then watch him came back. That was a dead horse and you beat it.
We know, it's fine that they mention Gwen and they want to remember her and keep her memory alive. That's totally fine.
Yes. I would expect that. I want that. I need it.
But nobody tried to bring Gwen back. Yes, they mourned her.
There wasn't a body to bring back.
I know, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, they mourned her, but they learned to move on. Yeah. Yes, they're still going to be sad. Yes, they're going to have those moments where they wish she was there. And they would like her guidance and her wisdom and what would Gwen do in this situation and things like that. But she's dead.
WWGD. What would Gwen do?
So just that whole aspect of like what she did with that just kind of bothered me because I'm like, just let Tobin be dead.
Yes.
You know.
No, those 20 guys died for what?
Those 20 guys died for nothing.
He wants to die. He's going to run headfirst into battle the next time he gets.
And if he dies, let him stay dead.
Well, there's no one there to bring him back now. I mean, even 2's not there, even if she wanted to.
Wow.
Right. Of course, I would rather 2 than whatever the bitch's name is that we got.
Yeah.
Like, well, at least Felicity never fully manifested her powers. Fucking breathing fire. Bullshit.
I'm glad they took that Kinj. They got that Kinj out of her before that can happen.
Right? That makes me wonder what the rest are actually fully capable of.
Oh, they're gods.
No, I mean, like, okay, life and death Kinj. You know, sure. And then healing Kinj, okay, has the ability, no matter how long it's been with decomp, all you have to do is have a certain amount of bodies. That's fucking OP as shit.
Yeah.
Okay. And it can heal just any wound or, like, limb severage. Does that mean they chop off the head, it can grow back? Like, I don't know. But, like, my whole thing is Power Dude was able to breathe fire. So that would probably mean if Felissa would have, like, looked more into her Kinj, she would have learned that she could breathe fire, right? So what can Tobin do besides turn invisible? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, you mean like be on the other side of somebody, like go invisible and then like show up on the other side of another person?
Like, I mean, he already does that, you know?
Yeah.
But like, if Felissa could cause pain and then breathe fire, what the fuck else can everyone else do? Like, Talon, all she does is open portals and bring people back and forth. I'm sorry, but probably not. That Kinj is probably capable of something else. Like, what else is Tobin's Kinj capable of if he can turn invisible? What else is Zed's Kinj capable of if he can control one person? Like, imagine that. one that caused pain, you can breathe fire. Like, think about Zed's ability.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next evolution in power for him? Like, what?
Yeah.
What is there? Like, I want to know these things.
I want to know. Can you show me? I want to know about the strangers like me.
But yeah. So,
Yeah.
just things that keep me up at night.
And then when Garrett was all, Zed's like, he told Talon about, like, the Black Blood stuff, and Garrett, is all like,
why'd you do that? He's like, I didn't change your mind, right? Like, we're not capable of that.
yeah.
She was already thinking it. Come on now.
Mm.
She knows she has, like, a duty. Duty. I'm dead right now.
Okay.
I'm so tired.
You're always tired.
That's true. Hi! Do I get kitty kisses? Do I get kitty kisses? Ooh, you got tickles, you know that?
August!
I don't mind. It's not like I'm getting attention from anyone else.
Wow.
I might as well get kitty kisses. I don't have a puppy for puppy love anymore. Shall I get kitty love? Yeah, do I get kitty kisses?
He's just...
I know. Okay. But, yeah.
Yeah, and then... we have Naya.
I love that Naya came back.
And then once Nina found out
that she tried to escape with her sister.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you just tell me? You never gave me a chance! Which is true. Bitch needs to learn how to let up a little.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you never asked what happened. You just assumed she did shit.
You just were mad at her because of what happened. And you didn't allow her to tell you the full story.
Right. You assumed one thing when it was another because you didn't want to, like, believe that she was capable of something.
Yeah.
Like, that's on you, bitch. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think we all kind of know I'm not a total fan of Luna.
I like her sometimes. To an extent. Okay.
Yes, a kitty. I got your tail. Aw.
There's only a few characters I actually really like on this show.
Mm-hmm. I can name them off on one hand.
Talon, Janzo, Ren, and Zed. And Munt.
Yep. There we go.
And his girlfriend.
Yeah. But she hardly has any role or any character development or any
she
character
screamed when that guy came in.
Mm-hmm. I basically count her with Munt because, like, she has no... I don't know. She doesn't really have a presence on screen.
Mm-hmm.
So, she's only ever on screen when it involves Munt. So,
yeah.
It's like, I count her with Munt.
Mm-hmm.
If you're being technical, there's 6 people. But, you know what? 5. Yeah. Yes. But they're the exact 5 she listed. Yeah, Garrett's not on that list.
He was in the beginning.
Yeah.
In season 1, now I'm just like, I don't care about him.
Mm-hmm.
He's there.
The day he dies, I will rejoice.
He's there. He's acting on the show. He's being loyal like he always is.
Mhm.
That's about it.
Yeah. Like, I mean, he's kind of even lost his attractiveness to me. Like, at first, season 1, season 2, before he got mind fucked, I was like, this guy is hot as hell. Hot. He was. And now I'm just like, ew.
That's why I wanted him to be with Talon.
Yeah. For some reason, I'm just like, Zed's kind of cute now.
And then when Zed came on, I'm like, okay, they have really good chemistry.
They do.
I don't know if I thought that right away at first, because I didn't really like Zed at first.
Right, I found him kind of annoying.
Now I like him.
Yeah. I found him kind of annoying, and then I found him kind of roguishly, like, not annoying, but, like, not cute. Or
I just like roguish. With each other.
Right. And I enjoyed their, like, budding romance. Mm-hmm. And then when it ended, I was like, yeah, no, fuck you. But he's proven his worth so many times since then. And I don't know, like I don't know, he's fought his way back in my good graces, and now I find his roguish charm appealing and, like, low-key kind of attractive.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it
like,
is.
He's not, truthfully, the way they have him appear on this show, I'm not saying whether or not the actor is or isn't, but on this show, the way they have him appear is not all that appealing or attractive, but it's the personality that's coming across that's making me love him.
Yeah, like, it's not all about looks for the person.
Exactly. He's just
if
okay.
They have the looks, that's great.
That's a billion times better.
But if they have the looks and the personality, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. But it's more about the personality.
Right. I mean, it helps, like, it
helps if they're also hot.
It helps if they're hot, but, like, they have to have, like, at least a little bit of attractiveness to them, or, like, that would just be, oh, that's roguish, that's so cute. You wouldn't actually mean, like, cute, you know?
Like, I don't particularly think Janzo is necessarily attractive, but I think that he's adorable because of his dorkiness and his awkwardness and his personality.
Yeah, there were times when I'm like, oh, that was so, like, I don't know. Like, I do at times actually find Janzo fairly attractive.
I mean, he is a little. I'm not saying he's not. It's just he is.
Janzo's Janzo.
Janzo's Janzo. But Zed has that appeal to him, I think. He does. He has that kind of, like, snarky side to him that makes him, like, because I think intelligence and, like, sass and snarkiness is, like, fun and, like, attractive. And so when people have that, I'm like, oh, okay, you know. But I just like their back and forth with each other mostly.
Yeah.
He can definitely hold his own against her, and that they're equal, and I like the fact that they're equal. Mm-hmm. Like, they balance each other out.
Yeah. And he doesn't have an unfair advantage because he can't use the Kinjs against her.
Yeah, and they're equal partners, and they're equal in their partnership and their friendship.
Right. They trust each other equally.
Yeah.
Like, one doesn't trust the other more than the other trusts them. You know?
And
I think they trust each other with their lives, with the lives of everyone they love.
Of course, Garrett would give his life for Talon, but he'd give his life for anybody that he was loyal to.
Right.
Because that's just the kind of person that he is.
Right. Like, I struggled to find something that he would do for someone that he's loyal to, I struggled to find something that he would do for Talon that he wouldn't do for someone that he was loyal to. You know? That's not sex, okay? Just not, like, that, like, you know?
What did you say?
Okay, like, taking the sex off the table, because you know they're doing it. Well, they were. Now they're not.
I was like, did you say what I thought you said?
I did! Because, he's not doing that with everyone he's loyal to.
Yeah.
But that's because it's strictly part of a relationship. But, like...
Yeah, but sex isn't always a part of a relationship.
I know, but in this context, it is. But, like, because everything besides the sexual aspect of their relationship, he would do with people that he's loyal to.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing he does with Talon besides that.
I mean, look at Gwen. Gwen and him were best friends. Yeah. He was completely loyal to her. Mm-hmm. He would have sacrificed his life for her because he loved her. Not necessarily in a romantic way, but he, at first.
Right.
But he would have done that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I mean, when he was kind of like mental schizo, and he kidnapped her, like, she was the one that broke him.
Oh, Gwen?
Yeah. She's the one that woke him up. He straight up fucking nearly killed Talon, and Gwen's the one that woke him up. I'm sorry, he's supposed to be with who now? I'm sorry, the person I love, I tried to kill, but I listened to this other one. Like, you do understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, like, his loyalty is in question.
His loyalty and the manner in which he actually loves Talon. Like, I think the dude has issues with figuring out whether he's romantically in love with someone or just in love with them. Like, love, like, loyal love.
With Gwen, it felt that way.
Romantic? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It doesn't feel that way with Talon. It felt that way in season 1 when they weren't able to be with each other because he was with Gwen. Yeah. But
I liked Gwen with Tobin.
Yeah. She chose Tobin. Mm-hmm. Which was the best choice. I miss Gwen so much.
She directed that week's episode. I think either last week's or this week's episode.
Oh, wow.
The actress.
Yeah.
Complete Gwen.
Good, I'm glad. I mean, if it was last week, she did an amazing job, and if it was this week, I'm sure she did an amazing job. Like,
they posted about it on Twitter.
Yeah. So, Pod Boy woke up.
Yep.
And scared Munt's girlfriend. The not
Yeah, it was the one that we're talking about right now that was directed by her.
Damn. I mean, she did good.
Imogen Waterhouse.
Yeah, the pictures of her directing. Nice.
Yeah, they're like, tonight's episode, The Power of the Masters, was directed by Imogen Waterhouse.
It must be, it was probably nice to come back to set, to get to hang out with your friends again.
Oh my gosh, yes! I mean, I don't watch Rick and Morty, but, like, I can totally see it being, like, a Marty and Doc thing for Back to the Future, and it says for the live action segment, they finally cast Christopher Lloyd as Rick. So Rick is the older one.
Yeah. Never gonna watch this.
No, but, like, that's totally cool.
Right. I mean, the second I saw him standing with that, like, I didn't even have to read hashtag Rick and Morty. Like, I knew right away it was Rick and Morty. Because of the color scheme, the outfit he was wearing, that was Rick, and then the kid that was Morty. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, she did an amazing job with this episode.
She did.
And this episode had a lot of different pieces.
It did.
I'm very impressed by her. Because usually when the actors, try their hand at directing an episode, it's like one of the episodes, that
Not
doesn't
always.
usually when it's
Usually.
within the handful of their first times.
Yeah.
It's like the not like production wise, it's like it's a filler, so it doesn't particularly matter. It might have some things that have to deal with the plot, but it's not plot driven. And it's definitely not got this many moving parts. And it's like
I like when people that were on the
Amazing.
show get to direct because they know the show, they know the characters, they know the way that they want. They know they see what they want to happen,
what they think actually should happen
and
according
what
to that
should
character.
happen, and they can direct that. And so I think that it's cool when.
I think actors make better directors than just people who were schooled to direct.
Yeah, because they know
what it's like to be on the other side.
Yeah, they know the character, they know the show, they know the other characters.
I mean, whether or not it was their show to begin with, like just actors in general becoming directors.
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope that they still continue acting, but when they get the chance to direct, like I love to watch it because those episodes or those movies or whatever they're directing, like, will be that much better because they know how to, like, they understand, they've been there, they know the direction that they would need, or they know they know how much direction to give and how much leeway to give. Whereas people who, I mean, unless the director that went to school to direct has been directing for multiple years, they don't have that instinct. And that's why those movies and shows aren't necessarily all that good. I mean, this season alone for the show has been a standout season.
It's been good, yeah.
And I think this is one of the standout episodes, directorially speaking. And this is why.
It has been a strong season.
Yeah.
Despite all of the Felicita stuff, it's been
a strong acting
season.
It's been
a good season for acting.
Yes. Fuck Garrett. Not literally, because he doesn't deserve that.
Wow.
He needs to go find love somewhere else. Maybe him and what's her face, Naya?
Naya. Naya's too pretty for him.
That's true, though. That's true.
She's out of his league. She's good for him.
I love that she opened up, like, in honor of the mistress. She opened up the Shade as, like, a sister pub to the Nightshade.
Yeah.
Oh, and she runs it. She's the mistress now. Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Like, at first I thought, like, she was just part of the bar.
It was cool to see her again.
It was. And I'm pretty sure she probably shows up in this week's episode because of the way last week's ended.
Yeah. Which we'll watch tomorrow.
Yeah. But, like I was saying on the phone, we didn't watch it together. But when I was talking to her on the phone, I was like, yes, let's not walk toward the door with the giant symbols on it we're actually looking for. Let's look everywhere else, and like, damn it, it's not here. There's a door with the symbols you've been looking for. Right there. It's massive.
Yeah.
Talon was, like, observant enough to notice the fucking blood on the floor in front of the door to save Luna from the daggers, but she couldn't see the door.
Yeah.
What? The thing was huge. It was a door.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that bugs me most about the show in general, is that they do stuff like that. Where it's, like, obvious that they should have seen that.
Oh, the door?
Yeah.
To the chamber, whatever it was.
I mean, it had the key sticking in it. I don't think it, like, was a door that opened.
Right.
You know, it was
just had the key.
Yeah, it was a door frame with, like, a board and the key and the, you know. But, like, legit, there was probably someone standing on the other side of that holding the prop up in the back, like just holding it there, waiting for Luna to pull the other end through. Yeah. Like, there's no other side of that. It's just set back there. You know? So. But thinking like that, you know, ruins the magic of the moment. But still, there's no magic if everyone's too dumb to notice the door. I can't. It's the size of a door and you don't notice it's there. I mean, Talon studied the symbols on the altar where the key used to be. She knows what she's looking for.
Yep.
I mean, Naya not knowing what to look for makes sense. Kind of. Because Naya worked in the monastery thingy and, like, protected and helped raise the kids. So she was around the key too. She was around that altar. She knew what that was. And she said, and then Luna had said, we're looking for the key, the thing that was at the altar in the monastery. So technically speaking, Naya should have known what they were looking for. She just never paid attention to the drawings on the fucking magic rock. Like, yeah. I love the look on Naya's face when they walked out. She's like, the fuck you guys get me into? There's these.
She's like, just get me out of here.
Yeah, she's like, what are these dead ass looking motherfuckers down at the bottom of these stairs?
Yeah.
And they said, you have something that belongs to us. That was incorrect.
I was like, is it the key or is it the Kinjs?
There's one Kinj.
Or is it the Kinj?
Yeah. Like, something implies one single thing. Talon is holding the key and bears the Kinj.
Do they know that she bears the Kinj?
Yeah.
Okay.
She used it.
Yeah.
They sense it, and she's used it, like, kind of near that, like, they've seen the blue in her forehead. So, like, or her temple, whatever. Yeah. I don't know, the use of English is incorrect in this, like, moment, and that bothered me a lot. Usually it doesn't.
Yeah, usually you're not bothered by that stuff. I'm usually the one that's bothered by that stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, that just... I couldn't even... Like, when I finished watching that, I busted my ass because I was like, what does she mean? I'm pretty sure it was Life that said that. Yeah. You know? You have something that belongs to it. I died.
Really? We do?
Talon's like, oh yeah, motherfucker, I do, huh? Well, what you talking about? Like,
yeah.
Oh. But those are really the only two gripes I had about this episode. And those are, in the grand scheme of things, pretty minor, you know?
I mean, last week's was called The Power of the Masters. This week's is called The Pleasing Voice of the Masters. What's pleasing about their voice?
They probably get the key.
It doesn't give a description? What the hell?
They probably get the key and awaken their little drone army. So, and they think that the voice of the Masters are pleasing.
Next week's is called the price of immortality. That makes me think of Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade when he's looking for the cup.
Right? You have chosen. Holy.
Well, no, because that man says something about immortality. He's like, and that is the price of immortality. And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Right.
Because this one says, Talon and Zed see ominous visions beneath the outpost. Garrett tests his relationship with Talon, and Janzo solves the riddle of an old relic.
And so they don't get the key this week.
Otherwise, well, that was episode 9. So that's next week's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't get the key this week because then Janzo and Ren wouldn't be down there.
Yeah.
So.
And then the one on the 16th is Talon and Luna return to a familiar tomb. Janzo and Ren find themselves in a precarious position. Meanwhile, Zed, Munt, and Nedra must play a deadly game against the gods. Nedra's the one who blames Zed.
I do have, like, one major question about the Kinjs.
Mm-hmm.
Why do some, and when I say some, obviously, I mean all except for Life and Death. Mm-hmm. And, no, Life and Death didn't. All except for the 3, right? Mm-hmm. Why were the 3 the only ones whose Kinjs went to the middle of the forehead? I mean, even in Tobin, it went to the middle of the forehead. Even in Felicita, it went to the center of the forehead. But, like, the Life Kinj, the Death Kinj, none of those Kinjs went to the center of the forehead. Until Death started fighting Life. In that moment, they went to the center to fight each other. Mm-hmm. But, like, because they were completely polar opposite of each other. But there's no other Kinjs that are polar opposites of each other.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know.
So, the Outpost is going to end October 7th. October 13th is when Season 7 of Legends comes back. So the Outpost will be over before the new season of Legends comes back.
Just barely.
Yeah. Like 6 days before.
Mm-hmm. But I do want to know why some of the Kinjs go to the center of the forehead and others just stay at the temple.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I do not know.
And I would love to know how they got the Kinjs out of the gods. Mm-hmm. And how they sealed the Kinjs away. Because the Kinjs can't be, like, transferred unless they're killed or voluntarily transferred. Can you voluntarily transfer a Kinj out of your body and not into someone else?
I don't know.
Because, like, that was never understood by any, like...
Yeah.
Why was Zed's Kinj in a magic fucking wall? Like... How did it get there? But you know what? It just occurred to me. Power's Kinj is red, and he breathed fire, yeah? Mm-hmm. Well, technically speaking, the power over people is nature, and her Kinj is green. So, going with that line of thinking... Talon's Kinj is blue.
Maybe she represents water.
And Zed's purple lightning?
Maybe.
Like...
Do they represent the elements?
Maybe. And that would make...
what would Earth's color be?
The yellow one.
Oh.
Because it's kind of goldish, brownish yellow. So I would go.
The elements are wind, earth, fire, water,
air, nature.
It's not an element.
Kind of. No, I'm just like going off of like the different
Yeah.
Because you have like metal and like there's like the basic elements and then there's other like things that go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
I would think that Earth would be green.
Metal and nature and
because
nature would
represents Earth.
Nature would be the things growing on the planet. Earth would be the ground.
Okay.
So nature would be the plants,
the life
on the planet, and then Earth would be
life
ground.
Kinj?
No, life Kinj would deal with the soul.
Okay.
And so would the death Kinj. So they basically deal with the same thing. It's just one brings life and one brings death.
One brings life, one takes life away.
You chose poorly.
I'm using the Mummy Returns
I
now.
know, but like I can't get that out of my head. You chose poorly. You chose
and that
wisely.
is the price of immortality.
Yeah, just that's basically what I thought about the episode.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say.
Yeah.
I wonder what's gonna happen with this other the one that awoke. That is like, why don't I have the Kinj? You know.
He wasn't asking about the Kinj. He doesn't get Kinjs. He's
not
drone.
Kinj, but he's just like
the voice of the gods.
Why do I not hear? Yeah.
Yeah, 313. Like, I don't know. If the gods find out he's disconnected from them, then he's no longer useful. They would kill him, and I hope he realizes this and like helps the others.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I kind of like 313. And I kind of want him to stay on for next season and get to learn more about 313.
I mean, we might get another season, we might not. But I don't really worry that much about it because CW shows tend to stick around.
Yeah. So yeah. Yes. Until next time, always keep fighting for what you believe in.